Okay. Okay, I'm temporarily done being disappointed in myself. I've made I've made progress.
Barely.
Shoosh. At least I know where to go from here.
You almost got ambushed by that enemy.
I did almost get hopped on, yes. That would have been mucho sado. Hiya!
Sukubi says again, this is a confusing
Excuse me.
temple. Very confused. Not as bad as Water Temple, though. Is this in Water Temple?
No, she means Water Temple from Ocarina.
Oh, okay. I just know that everyone hates all the Water Temples.
Yeah, from what I've heard, the one from Majora's Mask is particularly bad.
Majora's Mask
excuse me?
intimidates me.
Wait, I'm dumb.
This is the
Again.
temple where John and Brian lost their minds. I understand.
Yeah,
Like, firm no on this one.
This is the first time I can remember having significant problems with this one, and I firmly believe it's because I'm streaming. And also just haven't played it in a long time, but...
I mean, you could have played it several years ago when I purchased it for you, but you got distracted by something else.
I got probably distracted by many things else.
This makes me nervous for Link. What if he loses his grip on the thing and dies? What kind of a child has that much upper body strength?
Well, he's not entirely a child.
What, he's like a teenager?
Yeah.
What kind of a child has that much upper body strength?
Yes.
Wasn't I?
A child on steroids. I was dumb again. Less so than last time. But this time I'm just going in a circle. Who's surprised?
Is it Nick? Is Nick surprised?
Nope. Not after the several circles I went in previously. What's a bad idea this time?
John thinks you should try going left.
There is no left.
So,
Unless you're playing the Wii version, in which case it is all left.
you should play the NASCAR version.
The what now?
The NASCAR version.
Okay. I'm not sure I'm familiar with the NASCAR version.
They're where the NASCAR people always go.
If memory serves, they also go left.
Well, you should go back.
Oh, that's what... I do need to do this. For some reason, I thought this was going to lower the water level again, so I was like, I'm just gonna ignore that. But no.
I texted my grandma earlier to be like, hey, this is my new phone number. And now she texts me, I'll update my contact list.
Consisting of, like, 3 people.
Yeah, pretty much. Her
You, your
children-
mom, and your uncle. And
my
your aunt.
aunts.
So 4 people.
I think she has my dad in there too. Mom always likes to joke that they love dad more than her. You're good.
Left is always the correct way to go in the Wii version.
But this is the Wii U version.
It is.
Wii U. Oh, Barry.
Hello, Fairy. I cannot scoop you because I don't have an empty bottle.
Poor Navi.
I can't even absorb you into my being because I just can't.
John wants you
Ow!
to kill Purple Blob.
Oh, it's because I was at full health. Okay. Fuck you, Blob.
He says it deserved dead.
Yeah.
Nick,
Hi.
my brain hurts.
Why didn't it let me do that before?
Because it hated you.
Apparently. Ow. Excuse me, Blob.
Soul says,
Yes, now things be moving.
Literally.
Yes, that's why I said it. Mr. Canada.
Ugh. Ugh. Changing my phone number was almost a mistake.
Almost.
My bank is like, we want to send you a text message to verify that it's you for changing this phone number. So we're gonna send it to your old phone number. How's that? And I'm
Logic.
I'm like, no.
No, that doesn't work.
John says he's literally never changing his number. He's gonna move out of state and refuse to change. See, I've been living in this city for the last 10 years, so I was finally like, well, I'm never moving back home, so I'm just gonna change my phone number. And it turns out it's a little bit of a headache, but, like, not that much. I don't deserve the praise. They just showed up at my doorstep and I gave them a house. I wish that's how it works.
And we appreciate it. We don't appreciate spending money on it, but we appreciate it in general.
My parents still get stuff that should go to me, and you haven't lived with them since 2018.
Yeah, mine also still do that, and I haven't lived with them since
2014.
2014.
We were together for a year. Okay, but you also never called the government and were like, hey, I don't live there anymore.
Yeah. And I still haven't done that. You'd think the passport office would, like, communicate that to them.
No. They're just like, meh. Did you change your health card address, too? Or have you not done that one yet?
I don't believe I've done that, no. Whoops.
Wow, Nick, you're old, says Sickaby.
Yeah, can confirm. I just collected my arrow back. I didn't know I could do that.
I was telling my coworkers yesterday, because they were like, oh, have you set a date for your wedding yet? And I'm like, we have to get married sometime before 2028, because I'm not getting a new passport just to get another new passport. I got the 10-year one.
Or sometime before 2038.
We're not putting it off that long.
Stab, stab, stab! Also, not with that attitude.
Ben says, I still receive mail at my parents' and I haven't actually lived there for 6+ years.
Yeah.
Technically, my student loan information still goes to my mom's house because I used that as my permanent address while I was moving around so much in university. And also, I got better loan stuff because I was technically a rural student because I lived more than an hour away from the university or something like that. You want my company to go bankrupt and I can't give people houses around Canada? We don't want bankruptcy for anyone. Except for maybe me. If I declare bankruptcy, it might hit my credit for a while, but then maybe I won't have to pay back my student loans.
I declare bankruptcy!
Yeah. John says they can keep sending my student loan info to my parents' house.
Indeed.
Okay, but if you ever... words.
Mm-hmm.
If you were ever to move to not that home, you have to take Goose.
Of course. When you ever decide to move, or are able to move to not that home.
It wasn't so much if he wants to, it was more an if he is able to.
Indeed.
My backup plan is to They're telling me I can't take Goose?
Rude! That is your cat!
Just take him anyway.
Ah!
Leave in the middle of the night with Goose. And all of your gaming systems.
The important things.
Like when Nick moved into my apartment and took all of his gaming systems. And no clothes. And then one night after work, his dad was like, maybe give me a text before you come over, bud. And I'm not scared out of my mind at like 10:30 at night. Thanks.
Fish!
You're convinced they'll get sentimental and let you have him?
But
From what I've heard, sentimental is not a word to describe your family.
Nope. Oh god, I forgot about this.
Soul says,
Bloop.
we gonna play Monopoly and declare bankruptcy there. I've done that once. And then another
Just
time,
once?
well, in recent memory. And another recent time I've played Monopoly, I kicked Jordan and Nick's asses. I had so many Pokemon centers going on.
Yeah, by the way, it was Pokemon Monopoly. In case that wasn't clear. Hello.
There's no stopping it, so it's like last-minute endearment to try to keep control. Yeah, that
goodbye.
sounds alright. He almost just pollywogged you. Wollywog?
Wallywog.
Pollywag? Ooh, I want to play that. Puppy Monopoly? It's pretty fun. I played as Jigglypuff. John says, ew, I forgot this boss existed.
I also forgot this boss existed.
He has quite full lip.
Just the one, though.
Yep. I'm sorry, are you shooting rocks into his mouth?
Bomb arrows.
Oh, even better. And now you're hurting his tongue?
Where else am I gonna hurt him?
Sycope says slow.
In all fairness, he's trying to hurt me.
But he's not succeeding.
Well, he also barfed up this chest, which I kind of need.
Look at all that cold coffee you still have.
Yeah, I should remedy that.
John says he deserves to die. He's ugly.
Claw shot, baby!
Fucking love Clawshot, man. Another thing to try on my after-COVID travel. If you ever swing through Manitoba, please hit us up.
Yeah. Faux show.
We don't have a lot to do in our city.
We have food.
But we
That's
have
about
food.
it.
You know what's my favorite part of Gravity Falls?
The entire show.
Well, yes, but also Mabel and her grappling hook.
I forgot about Mabel's grappling hook. We should watch Gravity Falls again.
Babe, there's so many things we want to watch.
And so many things we want to watch again.
Like, Avatar and Korra.
How many times have we watched Avatar?
I've watched it at least 2 or 3 more times than you.
Okay, but how many times have we watched it together?
At least twice.
I want to say 3 times.
At least twice. Never enough Avatar, says John. Agreed. Sometimes when I feel really sad and I just want to cry a lot, I'll put on, the Iroh episode.
Which Iroh episode?
The Iroh episode.
That's not entirely an Iroh episode, though, if it's the one I'm thinking of.
Well, no, it's a bunch
Is
of
it-
characters. But...
Yeah, it's Tales from Ba Sing Se.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Iroh... Mabel rarely used her grappling hook. She did not use it enough, you're right.
Yeah.
That's my plan, because I'm gonna need a place to crash so I don't have to spend any money on hotels. Well, you'll have to share the couch with Wonton.
I feel like he'll probably be okay with that.
He might sit on your face at 3 in the morning demanding snuggles.
Because that's the only time when he will want snuggles. Ever.
John is watching Avatar again this summer and probably will watch it every summer. He's also screaming about how sharing the couch with Wonton is a privilege.
It is.
So,
God damn it, now I need to go grab more water. Thanks, Jordan.
and Soul.
But seriously, thanks, Jordan. And Soul, apparently.
Give me your water bottle. You play, I'll get.
Okay. Thank you.
Yee. Is the Brita full?
Yes. Refilled it right before the stream started because I was like, hey, this isn't full enough to, like, fill my water, and I'm gonna run out of hydrates. Or have too many hydrates, rather. Before I run out. And then I'll have to pee, but that can be done after stream. Wonton's like, no! I want the good stuff, mother! That sounds like him. He do be whining, though.
We play this fun game where I just throw them down the hallway and he chases after them.
So much fun for all parties. You'd have to pick you up from the airport. We...
If you fly out,
If you fly from Calgary,
yeah,
that's the one place
that
where...
flies directly
that's,
to our city.
Yeah.
Our, because, I mean, we guess we could take a road trip to Winnipeg to pick you up from the other airport, but...
Road trip!
You hydrate times 2, babe.
Thank you.
He is Wine-Ton, you're right.
See how quickly I forget things?
Yes.
What would I do without you?
Eat worse.
Definitely. Not that I eat very well to begin with, but, it would be
I just mean that
so much worse.
instead of eating takeout just on the nights that I'm not home, it would be every night.
Every night, every night, every night, every night.
So I was like, yeah, that's fine, I'll travel to Calgary, it's only 3 hours from here. Is it just Canada where we measure, like, distance in hours? Like, oh yeah, it's only like 3 hours from here.
I don't think so.
Nick had forgotten how to eat. There are some days where I come home from work and I'm like, what'd you have for supper? And he's like, I did not.
Yeah, it's more that I forget to eat than forgetting how to eat.
It's more like, I was caught up playing video games.
I was playing too much Persona.
Yeah, that happened several times during the Persona 5 Royal and Persona 5.
Regular Persona 5.
And soon it'll be Persona 5 Strikers.
Very soon.
Also,
as soon as Xenoblade is done,
I
which might be tomorrow?
I discovered today that Persona 5 Strikers came out on the Switch as well, which I did not know.
Yeah. I opted for the PS4 version, just for the sake of consistency, because I have all 3 of the other Persona 5 games on PS4, so...
John says, I wish I could forget to eat. Same. I stress eat. And I stress a lot, because I work in retail during a pandemic.
I don't stress a lot on days when I'm home.
Meanwhile, I mean, we use metric. Meanwhile, Imperial and loading times. John says, same. Same. Actually, it's pretty bad, because the one of my anxiety tics is, like, picking at my eyebrow hairs, so I have, like, half of my left eyebrow right now.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, it's... Yeah, it's...
Are you done?
No.
Okay.
Am I ever done?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't really want to be up here right now.
And yet. Last night I stole Nick's glasses for some... I think you killed yourself.
Only a little.
Why did I steal your glasses last night? Were you annoying me? Was I annoying you?
I think it was a mix of both.
I'm gonna pick Persona 5 Royal and Strikers and be less angry like Eric. I've been playing Persona 5 Royal in the short amount of Persona that I've been playing. And I gotta say, it's a really fun game. I just have a low attention span.
Yeah, would recommend if you like RPGs that are really long.
But also, last week we got confirmation of a new Life is Strange game, which means I need to finish playing Life is Strange 2.
You do need to do that, yes.
But that is one of my personal favorite series of games. You've seen Christy play that Persona 5 rhythm game with Morgana dressed as Sonic? That's cute. You died. Do you have the Persona 5 rhythm game?
Yes.
Played it?
Nope. Don't know why. That's literally one of my favorite game soundtracks, but
We were
just haven't gotten to it yet.
we were watching this most recent Steven and Friends video. They were playing Grand Theft Auto, and at one point I looked at Nick and I'm like, "Are you hearing what I'm hearing?" And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "That's Persona music."
Yep. I've listened slightly more closely, and I was just like, oh yeah, that's Beneath the Mask.
And
Good stuff.
And I was like, "Yeah, coffee shop music." I've played Xenoblade and Octopath. I know how long JRPGs are.
Yep.
I haven't even started Octopath. I just know that it's going to be a long one.
But worth it.
But you know what game is fun that I haven't finished that Nicholas will, again, make fun of me of forever because I've been playing it for the last 8 years.
Is it Bravely Default?
It's Bravely Default. Thanks, Squeenix. And,
Square Enix, king of the long-ass RPGs.
and you know what's the best? I don't even know if it's considered a JRPG.
Is it an RPG that was made in Japan?
No. It's an RPG that was made by Ubisoft Montreal.
Ah, Child of Light.
Yeah.
The best indie developer.
That's the joke.
Yes. That's it. That's the tweet.
And I'm sure I've explained it before, but it's just because I was convinced that Child of Light was an indie game because it was so whimsical. And Nick's like, Ubisoft Montreal is not an indie software developer. And I was like, oh shit.
You're not an indie software developer.
It's very big, and difficulty kicks in sometimes. Ugh.
Yeah, that it definitely has for me.
For Octopath?
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, Code
I don't remember where I left off in that game. I think it was I don't remember if it was chapter 2 or 3. I want to say it was 2.
I just remember you got it and you played it for a while, and then I think you got Persona 5. Jordan for Flyers has sent us a sleepy curbs.
I agree.
And Sikavi says, fuck yeah, Montreal. Montreal is actually a city I'd like to visit because the architecture is beautiful. I just don't speak enough French. And I'm not sure if any of y'all know about Quebec, but if you don't speak French, you're not welcome there.
Basically.
Coffee.
I do love me some coffee.
We had this discussion. What discussion?